In this video, we're going to have a look at how you can style your categories or your products in different categories in different ways using the action hooks within WooCommerce. So here we have the album page, and you can see it looks like that. I'm going to head back to the shop and I'll go to my, say, the beanie page, and you'll see that the layout here is different. I'm going to head back to the music shop, and you'll see here that we've moved the title up to the top. We've also then moved the accent box, this wrap, a little bit down on the right hand side. So instead of just doing the rating, now it does everything below the rating. So you might want to be do different things, but I'm just going to show you how that works. So once again, I'm going to head over here to my snippet, and everything to do with the snippet is basically over here. And what I'm going to do then is delete those and then head back to the website. Right, and then you'll see that the album is back to the page that it was on. So just to get started, then what we want to do is we want to move this album heading to the top, and then we're going to move the rest of the items around a bit and change the styling. So once again, before we work out what's going to go where, we head over here to this visual hook guide, and we see that we want to place something above the products. So here, before single product, and I'm going to scroll down, and here we have the before single product action. So I'm just going to copy that, and then I'm going to head over to the snippet, and I'm using code snippets here, and I'm going to paste that in. Right, so in a previous function, we had a look here at putting out custom messages based on the terms that a product has. So I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to paste that in again, and then what we're going to do is we'll just change this to the music layout. So we're going to call that custom music. Right, so this is what we want to do for the music layout. Now, initially, what you might think, I'm going to remove all that. And initially, what you might think is, well, if we check for the term, it's music, correct. Let me remove that. Now, what I want to do is to test, I'm going to disable the title. So I copy the title hook, I put it in here, and you would think, well, if we just say, okay, if it's that category, if it has that term, then remove that action. Now, when I go to the website and I refresh, you'll see that it has no effect on the layout. Right, so here you can see we were just trying to do something simple. Now, some of that coding is correct. What we need to change here is just change that to WP_head, because by doing that, now when I save that and I head over to the website and I refresh, you'll see that the title is missing. Now what I want to do is here where we had this, we wanted to add this action hook here to output the title. So now when I head over here and I'm going to now, remember we removed the title. Now I'm going to add the action, and I don't need that anymore, so we'll delete that. Right, so here we want to add the action, and now what I'm going to do is copy that and just replace that with that function name. So now the hook is going to run with that function. Save, and now when I head over to the website, you'll see that the name is now at the top of the page. What I'm also going to do is show you a way how you can make these style boxes and then move them around quite easily between the elements on your page. So to do that, I'm going to head over here. Now, a couple of things we need to do. We need to remove that hook. We can't just change it. We need to remove what's there and then add a new one. So the first thing I'm going to do now is remove that. So to do that, you'll remember here we had the wrap open and the wrap title close, and if we scroll down, you'll see that was the function before the rating, and that was the function to close the rating. So what I'd need to do now is I need to just remove those two actions. So the first one was the title open. So I'm going to just put my remove actions at the top in this function. So that was the title open, and we know that the next remove action was the title close. So title close. Now we're going to save that, and now when we head over to the website, you'll see that that div open and close in fact is gone, and a couple of other things are also gone. Let's just go back here. Did we make a mistake with something? You'll see here the priority is incorrect, and that's why everything breaks. So we must make sure that the title close is also a 6. So I'm going to go down, make sure that that is also 6, save, and now you'll see it's back to the way it was. So just be careful. If your layout does break, more than likely it might be that that priority number is incorrect. Now what we want to do is we want to create a wrap. But if I look at the previous wrap, that included a reference to the rating as well with some custom text. Now I don't want that. All I want to get is the opening wrap and the closing div. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head up here and I'm going to add a new function. So this will be function, and this one will just be to wrap text. So we'll make it really easy. by underscore, and we'll just say wrap underscore open. And in that, I'm going to place that wrap start, and then I'm going to add another function, and we'll call that by underscore wrap underscore close. And in this one, I'm just going to do the closing div. Right, so now we can put that anywhere we like, and I'm going to save that. And now we can put that anywhere before or after elements to wrap them in that wrap, which has that border and the box shadow. So what I want to do now is I would like to wrap the excerpt. So here we have the excerpt, and we see that that is at priority number 8. So what I'm going to do now is, once again, we are working with the WooCommerce single product summary. So I'm going to copy, I can copy that one. Then what I'm going to do is just paste that in. And what I'm going to do now is we are working with a single product summary. And now I'm going to copy the name of my function and make that the wrap open, and also change this to add action. Then what I'm going to do is, I know that it's at number 8, so then at number 9, I'm going to add the action to close that wrap. So now we're going to put that in again, and by wrap close, so by wrap close, and I'm going to set that now to option number 9. So we can work on the excerpt is at 8, so we're going to make that at 7 and 9, and then we're going to save. Now when we head over to the website, you'll see that the summary has been wrapped as we wanted. If I wanted to extend this wrap down, let's say I wanted to extend it all the way down to include even the meta values there. So I'm going to have a look here, and I see I don't see what the number is here, so I'm going to head over here to this visual hook guide, and if I go to the visual hook guide, I can see that we are looking to add to cart, meta start, meta end, so something around the meta end. So let's have a look here, and we're still in product summary. Now I can either come in here and try and find something, or what I can do is I can just head over here and change that to a really big number. So let's make it 40. And so the close wrap now is going to move all the way down the priority levels. And you'll see it moves all the way down, and in fact now includes that meta information. And if I'm not happy there with that gap, now I can either go in and change the styling of that div, or what I can do is just over here inside that closing wrap, add a break. save. And now when I go and have a look at it on the front end, you'll see that it looks like that. Now, of course, if I head over to the shop and let's go and check the other products. So the products, all the other products still look the same. The only product that's been affected now is the product in the music category. Something else that we might want to do, we could also wrap the album with some styling. Maybe we could even wrap it in the same styling that we have here. So to show you how we would do that, I'm going to head over to back here to my snippet, and you'll see that we made the, here we have the single title. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, paste that in there, and now I'm going to just copy my wrap open, put that in there because this is all linked to before single product now, and I'm going to put that at number 8, and or we could make it even at number 9, and then I'm going to copy that, place it after the title, and make that number 11. And then what I'm also going to do now is just copy the wrap close and the wrap close, right, and save. And now when I go and I refresh the page, you'll see that the album has been wrapped in that same wrap. If that is what I wanted to do, but as you can see, doesn't really work and it would require a bit more styling. So I have a choice then. I can create a new wrap for the title, or I can just do something. So if I remove that now, so if I did want to create a new class for the title, let's say I wanted to do that, I could then also add another function here, and that function could be by underscore title underscore wrap underscore open, right? And then we would do a similar function, and that would just be the wrap close. And now what I can do is I can go echo, and maybe what I'll do now is go div class equals and go by dash title dash wrap. Okie dokie. And we'll close that. And then what we can do here is echo / the div and end that. Right, then we can save that snippet. We can head over to the website, we can refresh, and nothing's going to happen because we haven't added a class. To add the class, we could just head over to the customize of WordPress and head over to the additional CSS. And now I'm going to just copy my class name here. Then head over and let's add a new class. So the new class is going to be the title wrap. And now what I could say is display maybe flex. And we could go width 100%. And maybe the flex wasn't such a good idea. Maybe we'll just go block. And we could go width 100%, text dash align. Center, and now you'll see that it's actually affecting a couple of other things on the page and not just the title. So that could be that the title wrap, let's have a look. The title wrap hasn't been applied correctly. So if we go and have a look, we made the wrap, but we haven't applied it. That was silly. So to apply that, what we're going to do now is copy that, and there will be title wrap open. and there will be title wrap close and title wrap close. Right, and what I'm going to do now is just make that the 9, 10, and 11. Right, now what will happen is that when we have a look at our page, that will actually have been applied in the right place. So before we didn't have the class applied to that particular item. So we're just going to refresh here. Let's see what happens with WordPress. Right, there's a lot going on here. Okay, now let's just have a look and see what we've got. So refresh the page, and now we have the start and the end, and we've used the wrong one. So so let's call it, instead of title wrap, let's call that the title wrap top. Right. Now what I can do, I know that that's applied. So I'm going to head over here. Right, and now I can go display flex, enter, and publish. Now, one thing that's nice about WordPress, a quick way to look at your styling is there's our wrap top, and you'll see it's flex. So it's much quicker now if you want to get your flex styles to head over here and then just look at what's available, because immediately I'm centered. I can now go maybe go border bottom 5 pixel solid and margin. Right, so we quickly have a look and see, what that looks like. And then if we're happy with that, we just copy that there and paste it in here. So that's much quicker than trying to work out all the flex styling options if you're not familiar with flex. And then we can just close that. So now we're able to style the album in a very different way. And maybe what I want to do is move maybe this every artist a legend up, so we can have a look at that. And we're going to place that now under the title, and it's only going to apply to the music. So we head over here, and what I'm going to do then is in this particular function here where we said every artist a legend, I'm going to remove that because it's not going to apply there anymore to the music. And we'll refresh. So now you'll see that every artist a legend is no longer there, and I'm going to put that under album. So to do that, what I can do now is I can just create another function, and that will be function by underscore music underscore phrase, and we'll, if as terms music, right, do that. And let me copy that. Oh no, first we're going to copy, we'll paste that in, and now we'll take the music phrase. And what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to change the number. I'm just going to leave that at 10 as well, and refresh. And now you'll see that every artist is a legend appears, but obviously the problem now is that it's wrapped inside that flex styling. So to get that right, we can quite quickly now, let's customize again. And what we need to do is we need to set the flex direction to column. And you'll see now that we need to make some other changes here to the flex. So I'm going to be heading over here again. And now to get everything in the middle, let's just have a look. So we're now going with and yeah, align content normal in the middle. No, in the center, there we go. Okay, so we don't need that. So align items in the center, and there we have the item aligned in the center, and that's why I like to use the inspect and this flex tool, so that it's quite easy then to get the right CSS. We can publish that and close that. And now when we go back to our shop, you'll see that everything else is styled in the same way. And if I go over to music, now the music is styled in that way. And quite easily now that I have that in place, you'll remember that here we were able to also look at an array as term, which is in an array. So what we can do now is if we wanted to style another category in the same way, we can go array and we just wrap music, right? And let's take out that. And now if I wanted to style a second category in the same way, let's go beanie. And let's save that. Now what should happen is that when we go over to the beanie category, or an artist in the beanie category or product, you'll see now that beanie is also styled in the same way as the music category. So that's how you can quite easily then style different category product pages in different ways. And by using this array, you can include, or if I wanted to now exclude the music from that, I'm going to save that and refresh and then go to beanie. So now the beanie is styled in that way. And if I go over to music, music is back to the old styling. So that's how you can then go about styling products that belong to different categories in different ways using those action hooks. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching.